Welcome back. I was gonna just do a quick one today. Can you trust them? Which would be any specific person that you had in mind. So I'm gonna get started and trying to make it quick today because I know I usually take really long with these things. Hi, pile one. These are for the people who picked clear quartz, which is a really popular stone. It's actually one of the most popular ones, I think, and it's good for people who don't usually work with stones or aren't really familiar with a lot of them. I kind of see it as a one-size-fits-all kind of thing. If you don't have a lot of stones, you can pretty much program clear quartz for anything, which is why I love it. I have a couple of them, and I like to use them for any specific thing. I can just program it. I like to hold it in my left hand when I program. Or you can hold it in your right hand. I don't think the hand really matters. I don't know. This one looks a little on the bluer side, so I feel like this might be a communication pile, because blue is my communication color. So maybe you're very talkative, or you're very good with your words and pretty communicative, which is a good trait for sure. Yeah, we'll see what we get with the rest of the cards, and then I'll get back to the crystal meaning later. But question being, can you trust them? I'm gonna pull a couple of tarot. Okay, so right off the bat, I'm getting a yes for you guys. It kind of seems, well, I got 10 of Cups, 9 of Swords, the Empress. So I'm kind of taking this as 9 of Swords being you are very anxious about this, and maybe you're overthinking it a little bit because you're kind of trapped in some fear with this person, but I feel there's going to be a positive outcome because that's what 10 of Cups basically is. And I think whether you're female or not, the Empress is you in this scenario. And basically this is just telling me you need to get back to this Empress energy and remember that you control the situation through your femininity and your feminine energy. So basically I'm seeing if you get back to that energy and out of your head so much, you'll see that this situation's actually going the way that it needs to be going. It's kind of going pretty smoothly, and it's going to lead to the 10 of Cups, which is emotional fulfillment, happy family life. Yeah, and it could even lead to a pregnancy. But as far as the other person, I feel like the other person is kind of stressed out too. Like, this could also be a depiction of them. Like they want the happy outcome, but they're kind of scared that they're not on this level yet. So for right now, I'd say proceed with caution. I think they are a trustworthy person, but if they are in this energy, it's better to give them space as of right now. Let's see. So for your extra card, I got a personal issue reaches resolution. Full moon in Cancer. So yeah, I think this does have to deal with, like I said, a personal issue, some kind of anxiety that's causing stress in the relationship, but it will kind of reach its own resolution. And I guess if you want a time frame for that, I could pull so 9. I'm seeing a 9, and then with this card, 9 of Pentacles, I think this is also a financial issue. So whether it's you or this person, one of you feels like you're not financially stable enough. So that kind of needs to work itself out first. So it could be 9 weeks or 9 months. Since Pentacles is kind of a slower energy, I would say it's more on the 9 months side. That the issue will resolve itself. But it seems like this person is trustworthy. Back to the clear quartz. So essential meaning: amplification, magnification, expansion, and growth. Basically, when this appears, it's time to focus on growth and expansion. Whatever you appreciate, love, abundance, or anything else will grow simply by your observing it and feeling gratitude for it. So, I guess this is just a reminder to stay in that like appreciative, grateful energy, and things will manifest faster for you. But that's all I have for you, Pile 1. Thank you for being here. I'm sorry if I'm talking too softly. But I'll see you next time. Bye. Hi, Pile 2. This is for people who picked the Mookaite Jasper, which is definitely giving me Aquarian vibes just by looking at it. It's got this like lava lamp kind of color to it, like the different colors. It's like magenta and yellow. Yeah, very 70s vibe coming from this crystal, but let's see. I'm gonna pull some tarot and we'll see. Oh, can you trust this person? I'm gonna pull more. Okay. Ooh, wow. These are, wow. Most of these are major arcana. King of Pentacles in reverse being the first card. The Magician, the Emperor, Justice. Okay, so I'm gonna go with a no for this, just because getting a lot of trickster energy here, karmic energy. Magician tells me this person could be kind of manipulative. Emperor tells me they can be controlling. Lots of masculine energy here. Kind of like unhealed, dark masculine energy is what I'm getting, especially if King of Pentacles is in reverse. Definitely someone who's only got their mind on their money. Very egocentric, kind of just all about the material things. Kind of superficial, shallow. With the Justice card, it feels like they're definitely going to be getting their karmic return. I don't know. They're going to get what's coming for them. Like, don't feel like they're not going to be punished, or not like punished, but you know, if they've done something to you, they're going to receive their appropriate and fair karma back for doing that. And since I'm looking at her sword here, it's kind of like don't be afraid to cut this person out or be cold. Just definitely keep your boundaries, whatever boundaries you have up right now, keep them steady. I feel like this person is really only out for themselves at the moment. There's always opportunity for growth and change, but until they kind of reverse their situation and like start thinking about other people, as of right now, I don't believe they can be trusted. Your additional oracle card is saying, oh, well, it's saying believe in the impossible. Blue moon. So there is hope. I think especially like things can balance. Like that's another thing I'm getting with the Justice card. I'm really looking at the feet in the photo. I feel like they just are not on their feet right now. They don't have stable ground. And maybe that's why they're like all about themselves and really just focusing on like the coins. But once things kind of balance themselves out, they'll get out of like the manipulation, narcissistic kind of energy. Or they can. It's possible. It can go either way, honestly. Like the scales, it's like 50-50. But timing for that, let's see. Timing for like when they might change. I'm getting 7 months. 7 months from now. You could see a change in them. Their financial situation will improve, and hopefully they'll start to, they'll actually look back on the things that they've done and look back on how they've acted. But I don't think before then there will be much change. Things can always, I don't know, things can always change though, so I wouldn't take this as law. Yeah, let's see. want to read more about Untitled Chapter. What I know about that stone is mainly that it's like good for anti-cancer. It's like the anti-cancer stone. That's really good. According to the book, it says risk adventure, new experiences, exploring unknown territory, claiming personal power. The seemingly safe road is not the one to take right now, for your soul is on a path of healing and wants you to experience fulfillment and joy. Untitled Chapter is here to tell you that life is meant to be lived, so be adventurous now. Do not hold back to protect yourself from getting hurt, for this crystal has appeared to encourage you to take the leap, take the risk, and draw confidence from knowing that you have the conscious universe as your ally. So, if you feel like it's a risk to cut this person off, or like you feel like there's a risk in that, or you don't want to risk being alone or something like that, I feel like this is kind of reassurance that you're not. And this is a risk worth taking for now. And then just believe in the end, this will come back to you or something better. So believe in the impossible, like the card says. And that's all I have for you, pile 2. Thank you so much. Hi, pile 3. This is for orange calcite. Wow, so I feel like this is to do with like a partnership. So like a romantic partnership. For sure. I feel like I'm getting like, this is gonna sound weird, I'm getting like Jesus energy. Like a divine union kind of energy. Like Jesus and his counterpart. Also, orange calcite definitely giving me like a creative, possibly sexual connotation to it, which is the sacral chakra. So having to do with like creativity and sexuality and passion, basically passion. Alright, so let's get into this. Can you trust them? Ooh, well, let's see. I got some cards. Ooh. Let's see. I feel like I might need one more card. Okay, so yeah, this was like a maybe for me at first, and now it's a yes. So I would say yes, you can trust them. They are trustworthy. Yeah, so first card, Ace of Cups, Queen of Cups, Five of Cups, lots of cups, Seven of Swords, and the Sun. So the Sun kind of like seals the deal for me that it's a yes. I feel like the story I'm getting here is your energy, whether male or female, is the Queen of Cups. And that's showing to me like someone who's very emotional and nurturing and giving and loving, and you have the Ace of Cups on your side. So I think you kind of poured your heart out to someone who maybe didn't return those feelings and is now regretting it. And he or she is being deceptive and sneaky and like not being honest with you about it. So I don't think they've told you that they're regretting it and that they did return those feelings. I think it's mutual. But overall, this is someone who cares and someone you can trust. They just are not presently, like currently showing you that. It's almost like secretly they're a trustworthy person, and on the outside they want to portray themselves as this like trickster energy, even though that's not who they are. Like, they're more like this kid who's like just a little kid, just really happy and childlike and wants to be happy, but they kind of mask themselves out of fear. But I think if you told this person something, they would keep it a secret. Like, they, you know, if you wanted to trust them with something, they would actually like keep your secrets, because they do really care for you, and they do really care even though they're pretending not to care. And that is the unfortunate truth of this person. But I got 2 moon cards. Take time to breathe out. Disseminating moon. And then work through your fears. New moon in Scorpio. So basically, I think before you decide to approach or trust this person, just take the time to breathe out. Clear your mind, get your mind clear. Take time to yourself to just feel things through and think them through if you have to, but don't overthink. And then you can approach them if you really want to, or you could wait for them to approach you. But basically, it's you need to work through your own fears first before you involve this other person, because they themselves have their own fears, and they probably have more fears than you even do. But you combining your fears with their fears is not going to create a healthy relationship. So it's better to take this time and work through your own first. And maybe during that time they'll be doing the same. But lastly, I want to look up more info about orange calcite. So orange calcite is creativity, the pleasure of birthing something new, sensuality, and sexuality. Which is basically like the same idea I had when I was looking at it. And it kind of looks like there's a crown in there, even though there's not. But like above the heart, looks like there's like a little crown or something. So basically it says, the creative force of the conscious universe flows through you, and this is a fertile time for you as you feel your connection to the source of all inventiveness. Right now, your ability to channel creativity and birth something new is exceptional. Orange calcite's spirit message is to fully inhabit the role of artist and co-creator, for you are the creative type right now. Be playful as you exercise your imagination, and it'll help you to recognize what you want to co-create and how you might take action toward fulfilling your deepest desires. It's very nice, so it's a good creative time for you. But I also feel called to read the relationship one, because I feel like that has like a message too. It says, it is easy to tell yourself I can't instead of I can. You are meant to access the infinite possibilities that become evident as you start to channel creativity from the conscious universe. As you step into your creative self, you open up to new paths of relating to others, and you start to reshape your relationships in ways that make them even healthier and more satisfying. Partnerships evolve, and as your co-creative abilities are very powerful right now, look at how you may deepen intimacy through trust and be more playful and creative in your relationships. Wow, okay. I feel like now is the time, while you're working through your fears, to get really creative and to work on your creativity. Anything that you do or like to make, a hobby, anything that brings you joy to create, you should do that on the side, just to raise your vibration and help with working through those fears. And then work on the trusting part, because it even mentioned trust in that little passage, which I thought was interesting. But I do feel like you can trust this person for sure. There we go. Thank you so much, file 3. I'll see you next time. Bye. It also kind of looks like there's a tattoo in this, like a little heart tattoo. Weird.